What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to be doing some 7018 welding, and right here I'm just going to show you what I was doing versus what I am doing now. So I used to do a whipping motion with the 6010 because it's a fast cooling puddle, so you're able to get the stacking dimes look. But now that I'm working with 7018, I'm doing little circular motions, and it's a slow cooling puddle, so it doesn't really have the ability to kind of lap over itself and do the stacking dimes look. Right here it's showing a different technique. I can either do the little circles like I was saying, or I can do like a zigzag, or where it kind of steps back and forth, or like a half moon. I just thought I'd throw that at the beginning of this video because I remember in the last video I mentioned that I would tell you guys the differences and what I have to do with the rod to get good penetration and good fusion. So right here I'm just running a flat surface weld just to give you guys an example. It didn't come out the straightest with the metal, but it was a pretty solid bead. I was happy with it. It wasn't the best, but the fusion was good. It had good characteristics in the sense that it did what I wanted it to do. It had good penetration. It fused well. It just seemed to be a little bit higher at the beginning than it did at the end. But like I said, it was just a demonstration pass so that I could show you guys what I'm trying to do. It's not the best, but I was happy with it, and I'm pretty sure I would have gotten a passing grade for it. So in the rest of this video, what I'm going to be doing is overhead surfacing welds, which I am actually really bad at, and over time I did get slightly better. This video was over the course of about 2 or 3 days, and you'll see at the beginning that the first few that I did were the worst that I have ever welded and ever shown you guys. But I ended up asking for help. It took me a little while to figure out my settings and the right rod angle, and just making sure that I was consistent, being able to quench the metal often enough so that it wasn't overheating and making the weld puddle go too wide and uncontrollable. So I'll show you guys what I mean by that in just a second. It looks horrible, just saying, so don't judge. So this was my first weld. It came out better than the other ones, and then I showed you the second, third, and fourth in the order. So, like I said, I ended up asking for help because I really wasn't understanding how to get a good solid bead with good penetration and keep it uniform without any like high or low spots. Here's the next set of 4 that I did, and let's see how those ones turn out. here I'm finishing up my last pass on this set of 4. And then after this there's going to be one more set of 4 and then just the picture of the finished plate. So I didn't really get much when I was actually doing the full plate because I was kind of in a time crunch. I fell behind a little bit in class doing this because I didn't understand it and I wasn't able to get a good bead. But right here you'll see that these ones were a little bit better than the last ones, but overall they were still horrible and I would not get a grade for any of them. So right here it's going to be the last set of 4 that I did that I ended up recording, and then I will show you the final result of the plate that I ended up doing. So like I said, this is the last set of 4 that I recorded while welding. It came out better than the other ones, but I still don't think I would have gotten a grade for all of them combined. The first one, maybe if I wouldn't have had the low spots and I could get that down the plate, but this was the end result plate, and honestly, I only got a 50% on it, so I'm still not happy with it, and I'm going to redo it at the end.